It's advent calendar time. So here's day 15 up by the wise men. Then the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen. Luke 2:20. And the chocolate that we have does not want to come out. It's everywhere. Is a choo-choo train. So in here on this, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I am doing some editing of the YouTube and going to have breakfast. Mother watched church and lit the advent candles, and now she's doing baking. We are having the banana bread, and banana muffins are apparently in the store. Right, Mom? She must be kind of sleepy, but she has on her Santa apron and her pretty Christmas vest and little ornament earrings. But yes, so here is a mixture of banana bread and yumminess is going on. More baking will continue. And here's what the banana bread looks like in pre-baking mode. And then you sift the flour and the baking powder and the sugar. And she's currently pouring oil into the mixer. And over here, we have the mushed banana. So you take some, and this is what the completed banana bread muffin looks like. Got a few loaves over here. Got some cookie packaging going on over here. We have the Shodunes dough. And we have the filling over here. So what you do is you take a pepperoni stick and you get some, and you grind it so you get meat like this. Cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, and an egg. Now, the original recipe calls for 2 eggs, but I cut it and mushed this all up together, and then you make the filling. What you do is you take some dough out of here, and you end up with a lump like this. You roll it out to end up with a piece like this. You add the filling at one end, just a little past the middle, so you get something like this. You fold this over, and you end up with something like this. And you make sure to pinch, kind of press the end so you get this crust-like consistency. Make sure your hands are clean. And with a little egg yolk, this becomes a glaze that you kind of glide on top. And you want to make sure just to get it around there. I like this sort of a brush because it's rubber, it's not actual bristle hairs. It makes it a lot more sanitary and it's a lot easier to clean up. And then after you have a set number on a pan, you put the pan in the oven. The oven is set at 350 degrees and you let them bake for 1 hour, 60 minutes, an hour. You can only fit 3 or 4 on a pan. And so that's why these take so long, because you usually end up with the recipe that I use, the amount, you usually end up with about 4 or 5 baking trays. And so therefore you're taking 5-6 hours to bake. And so that's why these are very, very time consuming. It's not because they're hard, because this part, all of this is relatively easy, but it takes so long to actually bake because you want to make sure the egg that's in here, the glaze, and the dough all get thoroughly done. And this is actually going to be very crispy around the edge. Make sure that you put your egg glaze and your filling, which has egg and cottage cheese in it, in the fridge because you don't want that sitting out for an hour. What do I recommend you do? I recommend that you clean everything. You're going to end up with a big mess of stuff after all of this. Then you throw them in the oven for an hour. That's right. These have already been in a couple minutes, but you throw them in the oven for an hour. And then here's what they look like when they're done. They're nice and cooked. You don't want this because then you risk the filling coming out, but it's not too bad. And again, this is why you don't want to make them too thin. You want to try and fill in the cracks, but again, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be a lot worse. You could have that all the way across or all the way over there, but this is what they look like when they're done after an hour. Yum! So we're trying to make Merry Christmas, but we don't have quite enough letters to make Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So we have M-E-R-P, but if you look really quickly, it kind of looks like an R. And then we have Christmas. And then we have happy going at an angle, and we have a J as an upside down to make a lowercase r, and we have new. So, dinner. So we have a Jack Daniel's marinated steak, some mushrooms and onions, a baked potato, loaded of course, not healthy. Do I care? Not at all. And do I have enough to drink? I have water, some Pinot Noir wine, green tea, and I just finished my salad. So, how was your steak? And Mom didn't have a steak because over summer I staked her out, so she's just enjoying a big potato and salad. Okay, so here we have the dough. We have this half rolled out. And we're going to begin pressing the cookies. So we don't put flour in our cookie cutters because it makes it taste floury. But we have all the cookie cutters over there. We have our decorations over there. And here we go. So as a family, we're trying to figure out the grocery store word scramble.
To win $25 food thing.
Woo! Right, lots of cookies being baked. What we like to do is take food dye and color some of them because we don't like too much frosting and stuff, so we like to keep some of them plain but still look decorated. And we're gonna decorate a lot of these. And we have these little multicolored little ones because there wasn't enough to make any one of the bigger ones. So here we go. We have all of our decoration supplies over here, and we're gonna get started. We're just making a big old mess over here. Mom has an angel. And yes. So I think that is it for today. Look at our pretty thing that we have going on here with the bows. And I don't know if I've shown you guys that yet. But that's what's going on. Okay, we have some cute decorations. Have some glitter going on. A train. Oh, I think they're cute. Professional by any means, perhaps not, but fun, adorable. They're going to be eaten anyway, and that's what matters. Right, Mom? Mm-hmm. So the baking is almost done. We just have in here are all the cookies, because we like to keep them frozen to keep them fresh. But we're about to make packages to send to people. So we have the fudge over here, the regular pizzelles are in here, the cherry pizzelles are here, cookie presser, chocolate chip, butterscotch chip, just chocolate chip with nuts, nut horns, stained glass window cookies, snowballs, Reese chip, M&M, Reese cup, Hershey Kiss macaroons, or macaroons because my mom hates when I pronounce it that way. The cutout cookies that we frosted and left some of them blank. And we have banana muffins. Just, woo! All right. Packages are done. Package over there. The cookies are getting put away. And we'll mail them off tomorrow. That is the end of the vlog for today. There's really not much else going on. Everyone's gonna kind of chillax. Dad's gonna watch football. Mom's gonna probably clean up and things like that. I'm going to mill on the internet and edit this video. And I will see you all tomorrow, as will Hubert. And so that's the end of Vlogmas Day 15. Here's the mistletoe.